Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing today? Happy Sunday. After a successful retest of the previous all-time high, Bitcoin has rebounded 1.63%. Meanwhile, altcoins have rebounded even more. So make sure you smash the like button. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining me on this lovely Sunday evening. Don't forget to smash the like button on your way in, subscribe if you're new, and share the stream with your like-minded crypto friends, or even new people that want to get into crypto, or don't know that they want to get into crypto, but you want them into crypto. Share it with everybody. Send it to your grandma with no context. Hi, Grandma. I love you. Happy Sunday, guys. Bitcoin currently trading 114,499.99. Looking good. Right below 114.5, which is where Island Steve thought we were going to retrace to. He was not far off, actually. I'm going to give Island Steve credit. We did retrace basically to 114.5, so I'm going to give him that. We then retraced a little bit further, but he was right initially. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map, see where we're at. A little spicy in the room today. I also just finished eating, and it was absolutely delicious, but the food was hot, so my face is hot. Let's see, let's see. See, now this looks a little bit more like a weekend range. They let the bears, or the little weenie babies get their cells out. We got 113,300. And then we got 113,057. And then we got, I'm going to go to the very bottom right here. Well, that's only 15. Let's go right here. 112,814. And then up top, we got 114,918. And then 115,565. And I'll go to the in-between one there as well, just so we got it. 115,079. Okay. Polkadot DV said, hey, what's good? I have long Solana at 161.41. 50x. Woo! 50x is crazy. 161, though. You're in profits, my friend. You are in profits. You said 161.41. Let's go 161.41. Let's go 42. You are currently up, what's 25%? Just over 25, probably 30. Nice. Heck yeah. 50x is crazy, though. Holy cow. You got bigger balls than me, my friend. Bitcoin, like I said, 114,437. Looking good. Kind of playing around 114.5. See if we can get through that. RSI looks good. Momentum wave resetting in the middle. Yeah, we might be able to skirt this by with a little boring chop upside. No risk, no reward. Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah. This 50x is gambling, in my opinion. But he said we need a relief rally before the dump of dumps. I feel like every dump is a dump of dumps. Everyone loses their mind every dump, so. ETH is up 3.56%, currently trading at 35.14. ETH looks good as well. If we get above 35.21, it'll be really exciting, but the fact that we're above 35 is exciting in itself. We found support at 33.66, held that very nicely. RSI is no longer oversold, and your momentum wave is pointing to the upside. Sol is up 2.52%. Sol dancing around. It did beautifully held our blue trend line, which is a legacy trend line, upper trend line, from this wedge that we use to create new all-time highs, essentially. Polkadot TV said, are we going to only up or another dip coming? It's never only up, unfortunately. Up only usually looks like this anyways, so this is technically up only for Bitcoin. Think about it. The trick is not getting wiped out during this, because that is an uptrend. When you condense that all into one straight line, that is up. Yeah, Sol's up 2.57%, held our blue line beautifully. 167 break would be what I would want to look for. Volume's a little bit lackluster, but RSI looks good. Momentum wave still on the low side, actually. Definitely room to increase in value on Sol specifically. Total 3 up 3.2%. Nice bounce off of 939. We got a little fake out below it, no big deal. We're at 962.8 right now. See if we could break back above 1 trillion, or if that's going to be resistance now. I kind of like the idea. I don't know, is this a waste management with that retest? That's an ugly retest. I don't know. I don't know if I could sell that. It might be MW. I would not be surprised if we did that, or even, you know, it would make it even more torturous. People would really freak out as if we did this. A little bit, maybe a lower low, and then bam. Which practically mirrors itself. The higher, oops. Right here, the higher low, or the higher high, and then the lower low. Makes sense? I could see that. So let's see if that's what happens. It's going to be fun to watch no matter what. It is up 4.47%. Kind of looks like it's going to curl over here. It's at 72.85, struggling to get back above 72.92, which is a point of interest we have labeled on the chart. We bounced off of 69.97, held above 70. Looks good. RSI not quite at 50, and momentum wave right in the middle. SNEK is up 5.34%. A little bounce right here off of 30. We're at 32, 27. Looks good. RSI and momentum wave similar to Cardano. XRP's up 6.61%. Beautiful bounce off of 275. See if we can break above $3. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, what's up all? Sunday pump, I like. We like as well. This is probably going to dump tomorrow, though. This goes into the... Oh, you know who I didn't check? I got to check CryptoFace. Hold on, guys. Because he posted that chart, and I want to share it again. Okay, he didn't post anything new. But he's got this one right here that we've looked at a couple of times already. On July 28th, he said this is now the 4th consecutive week where we've had a crypto pump on the weekend and sell off into Monday. We're pumping right now. Are we going to sell off into Monday? We will see. We will see. But anyways, XRP making its way back up to 3. Let's see if we can get back above there. It's going to be resistance now. Volume's a little bit falling off. Momentum wave point to the upside. RSI sitting right at 50. And everything looks good. HBAR is up 8.54%. We got a short-term time frame lower low. Long-term time frame still could be a higher low. COD TV said maybe this time is different, right? Right? You never know, man. You never know. History doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes. HBAR seems to have bounced off like 23. So let's see if we get a break back above 26. It kind of looks like it's getting weak. Everything kind of has this bounce. but then it looks like it's kind of starting to curl over a little bit. I'm going to see if XRP actually continues up, because XRP does not look like that. XRP looks like it's going to bust, like pretty bullish. So let's see if HBAR can recapture some more momentum. The volume's fallen off a little bit. We did have a green dot, which kind of pushed us up pretty fast. But I want to see if we can get back above that 26 area. Swedes up 3.74%, currently trading at 346. We got above 342, held 325 very nicely. I'll solidify this. I feel like it's been long enough. So let's see if now we're going to trade in between 342 and 353, if we're going to break above 353 and continue to the upside. John said, the only thing that's pumping right now are the hours I'm going to have to work at McDub's. McDub's is doing pretty good, actually, with that chicken wrap, dude. Ooh, that chicken wrap was delicious. I don't eat McDonald's unless it's breakfast or the pies. But I'll go and buy some chicken wraps for sure. I like that I'm like, I don't eat McDonald's, and then I specify 2 of like their main items that I eat frequently. I don't eat fast food except for McDonald's and Tim Hortons and Wendy's. But yeah, Sweet looks good. Let's see if it continues to be bullish. Momentum wave, not in the middle yet though. Ondo's up 5.45%, currently trading at 92.28. We bounced off of 86 actually, broke back above 90 very nicely. If we hold above 90, 95.35 might be in the cards again. Jim Derringer said gap was filled, mission complete. Yes, I like it. I like that Jim disappears and then the gap fills and he comes back to talk about his full gap. He had to leave to achieve the filling of the gap. I like it. Tishu said XRP is like investing in Bitcoin. Polkadot TV said, did you sleep yesterday? You have the same outfit. No, I don't. I'm wearing my Star Wars shirt. Yesterday I had my my Minecraft shirt on. I only own black shirts. Just so you guys are aware, I only wear black shirts. And my hat. I mean, I only put my hat on for the stream. But this is merch. If you guys want to buy this yourself, you can. That is Coffee Beanie Ghost. He's adorable. John said, see, I should have put all my money into chicken wraps. Yeah, chicken. It's artificial. I don't know if it's artificial chicken, but it's like artificially shaped at least, which is hilarious. Ondo looks good. RSI is sitting right at 50. Tishu said I'm quoting you. Oh. That's actually pretty good. I don't disagree. I guess my point of view is less about like a safe investment and more about the boring quantity of returns possible. I would much rather, I guess maybe I misspoke. Maybe I definitely jumped the gun a little bit with that quote. So let me rescind that and say investing into XRP is going to probably, if it remains bullish, net the same returns as Bitcoin. Maybe a little bit more. But it's going to be equally as boring compared to stuff like Fartcoin or Buttcoin or PooCoin or Pcoin. All of those are probably going to outperform XRP and Bitcoin, which is embarrassing. Next, we got Aerodrome. Arrow, nice reaction at 76. That's what we were looking for. Did we come down here? No, it got pretty close though. Got pretty close. So we dipped below 76 for a hot second. Very, very uniform bounce. Oddly, looks very similar to all of these bounces where it gets like a 45-degree angle. Is it going to shoot up shortly? That would be interesting. Are these all on Sundays? What do we got? Thursday, Monday. There's a Monday. There's a Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Interesting. Tishu said, much better, my man, JJ. Cat TV said, XRP is crap. Loser. Those are my favorite. I think you said that the other day and I was cracking up. Just because that's such a good thing to say. XRP is crap. Everyone swears too much, man. When you reverse it, like the elementary school insults are so much worse. Somebody calls you an a-hole, you're gonna be like, whatever. If somebody calls you a jerk, you're like, oh, am I really a jerk? Because you have to like put some thought into that one. You're a jerk. You're like, whoa. Oh my gosh, am I a jerk? It makes you think, man. It makes you think. Polkadot TV said every coin looked like bounce, but bounce to upside or going to bounce to downside. So far, we've definitely got a dead cat bounce situation going on. Aerodrome looks good. Let's see if we can continue this momentum to the upside. We did have a green dot on our momentum wave. It is kind of in the middle now. RSI cross bullish over the moving average. Let's see if we can touch at least 82. Pinlink's up 5%. Didn't even come down to 60. It's at 69.35 right now. Kind of bounced off of 64.65 area. Looking good. Let's see if we can get back above 75 with Pinlink. Renders up 4.68%. Bouncing off of, well, faking out actually. Faked out below the purple trend line. The lower purple trend line. Currently back above. Now what I don't want to see, I don't want to see it reject and then break below and continue to the downside. I want to see maybe reject, and we can either find support at the bottom or do like a little midpoint support and then continue, because that midpoint seems to be relevant in some cases. So let's see what happens there. I would love to get back above 374 for render specifically. Stellar's up 9.15%. Ooh, beautiful rebound from Stellar. Broke below its 38 lower trend line for a hot second. Seems to have bounced off of like 36, 37 area. Currently sitting at 40. It's struggling to hold 40, it seems. Is it going to dance around here, or is it going to get above and hold and continue? That'd be nice. It seems to have used the 40-ish area as support back here. So that might be a point of contention to get back above, because that support's going to have flipped into resistance since then. Volume has decreased significantly on this coin. I want to see volume pick up. I want to see price pick up. RSI seems to have broken 50 and retested bullish confirmation. Look at that. That's actually really nice. Nice to look at. That breakout retest. I like it. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Let's see what XLM can do. Polkadot is up 2.79% on the day. Let's see. We got a bounce off of 378. Midpoint rejection. Break. Bounce off of 350. Psychological. Rejection maybe at 360. That'd be lame though. But Polkadot unfortunately has a track record of being lame. Volume still falling. RSI. We did have a green dot confirmed back here, but it dropped, kind of invalidated that since then. It's struggling to get back above 360. If it does, let's see if we can get above 378. As of right now though, we're kind of wrestling with this mid zone in between 333 and 378. Let's see. Jim said, yes, if top 3 go up, alts are generally happy. Tishu said XRP is crap most of the time, to be honest, except when it pumped from $50 to $3. Exactly. Jim said, if top 3 go down, alts sad. Waterfly said, can you send Mr. Softy Truck over, please? Dude, I would kill for some ice cream right now. I freaked out. I had ice cream truck show up on the job site the other day. It was so good. I didn't have any cash, and they took a card. I was like, yes. I got some Italian ice. I think I got a strawberry shortcake, and it was like an off-brand strawberry shortcake. So I was like, this one's gonna be junk. It was so good. I don't know if you can F up strawberry ice cream. It's delicious, but best feeling in the world. Ice cream truck on a job site. It's fucking amazing. Polkadot TV said, did you see the M2 look like it's going higher maybe? Ooh, I'll have to check that out. I did not see that. Tishu said, will BNB go above 1K? Probably. BNB just goes up nonstop. It's ridiculous. Jim said BNB is one of the few coins in the entire space that's maintained like a stock. It'll go up. I agree. I agree with Jim. Fartcoin. BNB is like the biggest sleeper too. Nobody talks about it, but it continues to outperform everything. Literally everything. BNB is like Roblox. The stock just sends it, dude. Look at Roblox. I'm so angry that I'm F this up. Jim said you got Italian ice. Well, apparently you can F up an ice cream order. Italian ice on a job site? What do you mean? Are you crazy? It's delicious. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. This is Roblox. Oh my gosh. I bought this. It didn't perform as good as I wanted it to, so I sold it because I was an impatient little loser. And it exploded. It is $125 now. So I'm a little bit upset. I think I'm reasonably a little bit upset at myself. Look at this beautiful accumulation. I fumbled this opportunity so hard. Scott TV said, I think Coinbase will be huge. Like they don't have any coin. And the coin who is the most like Toshi, 250 million market cap. I'm lost. But yeah, Roblox, dude. I'm at a loss for words. I'm upset that I fumbled that. Anyways, Fartcoin up 3.81%. Potential inverse head and shoulders on lower time frame. It gets a little obvious on the 4-hour when you see it. We're dancing between 1 and 107. Broke below. Kind of dancing right now around the midpoint between 90 and 95. So let's see if we can break above 95 and continue. Break back above $1 would be nice. It's been a while since we've been this oversold. Look at it coil up down here. Look at the RSI coil up. Last time we kind of had a coil up like that was down here, which is when it just exploded from 83 cents. You know what? I wonder if that's what's happening. Here, is Fahid in here? Fahid, my friend. Not financial advice. I'm going to pull the fractal of all fractals for you right now. Are you ready? I might have to buy, am I doing the wrong thing? Okay, no. I might have to buy some Fartcoin here. Are you ready? Watch this. Am I fumbling it? Maybe I'm fumbling it. It's not that bad. Honestly, I kind of like it. Let's do this. Yep. It's stretching a little bit. Oh my gosh, guys. Hello? Yeah, look at that. Okay, I like that. This is very M2 money supply versus Bitcoin. There's a little bit of decorrelation, but for the most part, the shape is there. This is the ultimate accumulation shakeout ejaculation. You got 3 peaks, and then you got your little accumulation right here, and then it just explodes. So the question is, dude, this is a good. It's been a while. We're back. We're back, baby. We are back. My mojo's back. Look at this bad boy. Ooh, it's spicy. So potential touch of 83. That's what I'm seeing here. Potential touch around 83. But if we get bounce, bam, it's go time. I like this, and it correlates perfectly. The RSI, literally, on this move, which is that little long spot right here, the RSI matches exactly what it did back then. I did say ejaculation. Yes, Waterfly. You heard me correctly. Let's look up the... I'm going to look up the second definition. Is there an alternative? Let's see. Something said quickly and suddenly. What? Something, the second definition, it's dated apparently, but the second definition of ejaculation is something said quickly and suddenly. So technically, when you talk fast, you're just ejaculating. That's crazy. Dude, so auctioneers are just professional ejaculators? That's awesome. Could you imagine getting paid to ejaculate? Okay, I'm getting distracted. Fartcoin looks amazing. Just this setup specifically. On the 4-hour, it looks okay. If it does begin to follow this similar structure, it's going to be exciting to watch and then be proven right every other day. And then when it goes wrong, I could just have plausible deniability. CAS is up 3.19% on the day. Beautiful bounce off of 0.082. Let's see. Jim said Coinbase doesn't need a token. They can just tokenize the stock. Exactly. Tishu said, where did you buy and sell? Robinhood. Flexa said the first Tau halving is projected to occur when the circulating supply reaches 10.5 million. Tau, which is 50% of the total, 21 million cap, currently at 9.4-ish. December, January expected halving. Nice. Tishu said, Jim, you're smart, my man. Flexa said, looking at stuff the majority don't even research. Waterfly said, did he say ejaculation? Flexa said, mouth is the hole in the dickhead. Makes sense. Waterfly said, learn something new every day. Flexa said, LMAO. I genuinely was not expecting that. That's actually really interesting. You can just, whenever you're having a conversation, technically you're just ejaculating with your friends, which is pretty weird. Okay. Cheers, guys. Happy Sunday. Tishu said, no, I mean on the chart, where did you buy and sell Roblox price? You love to torture me, don't you? Let me check. Let me check. What's nice about Robinhood is it doesn't put it on the chart, so I don't actually have to visibly see how stupid I am. But it does tell you, like, your trade history, so I can see the numbers. I did the same thing with Reddit too. Do you want me to do you want me to tell you about Reddit as well? I bought Roblox. Oh God. Okay, at least I sold for a profit. I sold for a $1 profit. I bought Roblox. I don't want to say, man, this sucks so bad. I bought Roblox. Oh God. I bought Roblox at $35.05. Jeez. Are you kidding me? $250%. And then Reddit. Make sure you guys smash the like button to support my just give me a little bit of like a sympathy like. Reddit I bought at, oh God, this one's almost as bad. I bought Reddit at $69.65. 170%. Those are two of my biggest fumbles. Those are my only stock fumbles. Everything else I've been fine. But Reddit and Roblox, I don't know. And those were such big conviction plays of mine. My brain, I was like, I know these companies. It's stupid to not own these. I'm going to buy them. And I bought them. And then I didn't hold. Let's see. Flexa said, oh, verbal flatulation. John goes, I think I'm too old for this stream suddenly. Jim said venture capitalists are waiting for short-term rates to head lower for venture debt. They'll send things flying in 2026 more likely. Also means they'll dump, take profit. Flexa said $1 whole. W investor. Dude, heck yeah. That was more than 1%. Technically, it was like 3%. Ooh. Polkadot TV said, do you remember Illuvium? Yes, that's one that I was trying to think of the other day when you mentioned gaming. I do remember Illuvium, yes. Tishu said, it's okay, I bought Sand previous bear and sold it way before $5. The guy with the Pengu, dude. The Pengu at 0.005, and it's at 3 cents now. That one's got to suck real bad. So Cass actually seems to have rejected off of a midpoint right here around 8.7. It's currently sitting at 8.5. RSI may be finding support at 40. Momentum wave sitting right in the middle. Let's see if Cass can bounce and get back above 9. Flexa said Illuvium like ICP chart. Yeah, they probably inflated the crap out of it. I think a lot of the gaming coins inflated their supply. Avalanche is up 2.44%. Beautiful. Okay, so Avalanche seems to have a recurring pattern here. We get a rejection, a little bounce, break, bounce, break, bounce. Tried to go, didn't quite make it. Break, break, break. Or no, I'm sorry, support, bounce. You got a little midpoint bounce right here. It attempted to bounce right here. Those are all within the candles, though, so they just look like wicks. But it's got this weird thing where it goes down, bounces, goes down, bounces. What we don't want to see is another one of these where it just goes down again and bounces and goes down again, because that would suck. That would be awful. Now, it does seem to have some magnetic pull towards 1597 for some reason. So, and that seems to weirdly perfectly line up with the current structure doubled. So it'll be interesting to see if it does end up down there. My eyeball itches. Oh God. Okay. So yeah, 21.37. Let's see if we can get back above 22 or at least hold 20. We're bounced off 2078, so holding 20 wouldn't be too bad. If we broke below that and held right above 1982, I'd be happy with that. Chainlink is up 4.09%. Looking good. A lot of green candles. It does look like it's curling over again, though, like all the other coins. Bounced off 1583. Is it going to reject 1650? I'm not sure. It definitely looks like it's curling over, though. See if maybe we get a double bottom. Continuation. It's hard to tell. RSI, not really troubling. Neither is the momentum wave. Everything looks fine. Doge is up 4.1%. Bounce off of 18. Actually, bounce off of 19. Struggling to get back above 20, though, so it might be trapped in this little range for a few minutes. It does seem to favor this area for some, like, maintained price action. Volume kind of increasing, actually. That looks like a big chunk of volume right there. RSI, quiet. You did get a bullish cross over the moving average. And your momentum wave still on the lower half, so. NIR's up 4.09%, currently trading at 244. Kind of at a midpoint between 234 and 251. See if we can set this up for like a janky inverse head and shoulders. Get back above 251, that'd be nice. Otherwise, look for support at 234 again. Chili's up 3.18% on the day. See if we can get back above the purple trend line around 3.8. Right now it's at 3.825. Nothing really great going on for Chili's. We got less than 1 minute remaining until the daily close contest, so make sure you guys get your guesses ready. Bitcoin 114, 212, and 91 cents. We seem to have gotten a rejection off of 114.5. Let's see if we can get back above that. All right, 24 seconds remaining on the clock. You guys get your guesses ready. Let's see. Flexus said all gaming will never be on blockchain. I don't know if that's true. It doesn't need blockchain, but the fees are cheaper. That's going to be the biggest selling point. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get your guesses in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do elevator pitch for you, Flexa, for gaming on the blockchain. Right now, you can buy Robux, you can buy V-Bucks, whatever, all that junk, and for gift cards and for in-game currency and stuff like that. If they can put that on a blockchain, the fees would be way less because they wouldn't have to pay all, like, Visa, MasterCard, all of this money transferring junk. They wouldn't have to do any of that. That would all be in-house. That would all be automated through the blockchain. It would be way easier, way better. I think, who was it that recently did it? Was it Inside Out Burger or whatever the hell burger chain? One of the burger chains just started accepting Bitcoin, and they said that their payment processing fees have been cut in half because of Bitcoin fees. That's huge. That's a no-brainer. Increase your profit margins over time. Everyone's gonna eat that up. Now, if you can translate that into gaming, where they already want you to pay monthly and stuff like that, and it's just cryptocurrency, if everyone's gonna be using stablecoins anyways, I think gaming kind of they jumped the gun a little bit with the gaming excitement because we need crypto more mainstream first. When everyone's using stablecoins already, it's going to be that much easier to tokenize gaming. It doesn't need to be on the blockchain per se, so I don't necessarily disagree with you on that. But something like off the grid is a perfect example, in my opinion. The invisible blockchain. They're not trying to shove it down your throat like, oh, you're blockchain gaming. Nobody cares if you're blockchain gaming. Am I gaming? Cool. I've never sat down and gone, how does gaming on the internet with my friends work? I just do it because I don't care about that. I'm trying to play a game with my friends. You know what I mean? All right, ladies and gents, we got some submissions. We got Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn coming in with 114, 33333. We got Waterfly coming in with 114, 270. Flexa said SDK plugins can be a payment rail, a market to buy and sell, swap items, whatever it's programmed to be. That's fair too. Tom Selleck Scoped coming in with 114, 150. Flexa said, yeah, don't need no blockchain. You don't need it. Curious to see what Rockstar bring. I don't know if they're doing that. I think that was just a something that people were spreading rumors about. 114, 260, 45 for Dave. And then we got Giovanni coming in with 114, 180, and 1 penny. John said blockchain gaming will work if people want to play the game. That too. People play off the grid. It's great. The fact that there's whole markets for like CSGO skins, I think tells me everything that I need to know. Roblox, people make a living, like just designing games and stuff on Roblox because of Robux and stuff. There's like a whole economy. It's like a factory at Ford. It's a whole economy, man. Giovanni said, Tom, you guessed what I was going to. I was just about to write it. Dang. Polkadot TV putting 115K. Alexa said, well, the RP servers I played, some have plugins and tokens you can earn playing GTA 5. Nice. The server owners make bank and players earn too. That's actually really cool. I think I gotta get, I was thinking about waiting until 6 comes out, but I think I gotta get 5 and just do some RP stuff. I think that'd be fun on the channel. Guys, we got 1 minute and 13 seconds remaining on the clock. Rockstar better wake up real fast. Yeah, when's GTA 6 coming out, man? I like that they let people do that with their games, though. That always bugged me that Nintendo doesn't allow that stuff. Like, I love me some Nintendo. Sony was real nerdy about their PlayStation exclusives as well, but they finally opened up and let certain exclusives get made on the PC because they know that they're losing. Tishu said we needed to look at weekly close. They're going to close bearish engulfing candle. We'll look afterwards. Alexa said it will be fun. We can do it in numbers too. Guys, we got 30 seconds remaining on the clock for you guys to get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Shit. Here we go. RP is hilarious as long as you're not a civ or pretending to have a relationship. Dude, I tried to go into the VR chat. It was so weird. It was so weird, dude. I was like, this is just like Predator land. It was so creepy. Ladies and gentlemen, time's up. Time's up. Thank you for participating. Let's get these bad boys on the screen. We got 6 participants. Thank you for joining. Ooh, Janix last second. I'm gonna let it slide. Tishu said, hope you don't forget, or I'm gonna be very sad. Forget what? The weekly close? Janix coming in with 114,200 even? Okay. Unless that one was in already. No, it was not. Nice gap, too. Jim said, you want Predator Land? Second Life. Yikes. All right, let's get these bad boys up here. We got Polkadot TV with 115. That's way up there. Whew. We got Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn, 114,33333. I like that one. Fahid, set an alarm on your phone or something, man. We got Waterfly with 114,270 even. Somehow you're in second place. Fahid. I love it. I love it. If you locked in, man, you could probably win this whole thing. There's not that much time left either. Who do we got after Waterfly? We got Dave, 114,260 and 45 cents. Oh, dang. And then we got Janix, 114,200 even. Currently, Janix is in the lead, too. He slipped right in there. We got Giovanni with 114, 180, and 1 penny. Giovanni Fontes. That's such a sick name. And then Tom Selleck with 114, 150. Very nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, those are our participants. Thank you very much for participating today. Tishu goes, OMG, you already forgot. Alexa said, I was too busy talking shit. F it. What else? Yeah, I think we're good. Tom Selleck said Bitcoin will be 1 million a coin by the time GTA 6 is out. Right. Here we go. Janix still in the lead. We got 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining on the clock. It's getting close, though. Is it going to go? Yep, Giovanni is now in the lead. Currently between Giovanni and Janix. Tom Selleck's goat, also very, very close. It is now back in Janix's court. Janix's gap is being filled as we speak. Currently live on air. 114.202, even. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. 114.208.81. Volume very boring on the 1 minute time frame. Momentum wave point to the upside though. Is it gonna rip? It does look like it might be petering out since it's reached the median. 114.208.81. 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Janix still in the lead. Giovanni, like I said, close second. All it takes is one quick wick, and Giovanni will be taking home the crown. 114.208.81. Perfect flat line on Bitcoin. 1 minute, 11 seconds left. Absolutely nothing happening to the price. 114.208.80. 3, 2, 1. 60 seconds remaining on the clock. This is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner. Is it going to turn green, red, flat, or fat? 114.208.81. Janix still in the lead. 47 seconds left on the clock. What's it going to be, ladies and gents? Is everyone going to team up and sell their bags to dump it so Giovanni or Tom Selleck's goat have a chance? Or is Janix going to take the crown for himself? 114.208.80. 34 seconds remaining on the clock. The clock is ticking. Time's running out. You're almost out of time. The sands of time. Something else about time. I don't know what else to say about time. It's still 114.208.81. 13 seconds left on the clock. Janix still in the lead. What a monumentous same person being in the lead the entire time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of our daily close contest today, Mr. Janix, Bitcoin daily close 114.208.80 even. 114.208.80. 114.208.80. Congratulations, Janix, on your victory. Hey, look at that pump right after. Bitcoin is a troll, dude. 114.200. Congratulations, Janix, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat. Very nice. Look at her go. Let's get these bad boys off the screen first. Big pump, big dump. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. It went right up to Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn, too. Interesting, interesting, interesting. All right, let's go back to the 4-hour time frame. Spam the bananas. Ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Janix. Mr. Janix. Currently, moving up a bracket. Officially in front of Waterfly, Janix takes 4, 5, 6, 7th place. Now it's getting interesting. The question is John going to come back and win it all within like the last half of the year? That would be interesting. John, I don't know if you guys are aware, John was the ultimate like reigning champ. He won practically every single daily close contest before he went into a retirement to give everybody else a fair chance. Congratulations, Janix, on your victory, ladies and gentlemen. Yay! Let's transition back to our regularly scheduled programming. All right. And I'm going to add Janix to the winner's Google Doc. Congratulations, Janix, once again on your victory, ladies and gentlemen. Can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 114.200 even and an actual Bitcoin daily close of 114.208.80, only $8.80 below the actual Bitcoin daily close price on August 3rd, 2025. Mr. Janix's prize is a homemade chicken strip. Congratulations, Janix, once again on your victory. You are free to share this with family, share it with friends. You share it with your peers, your fellow competitors. Share it with whomever you please. Eat it however you like. You can eat it dry with some condiments, marinara sauce, some ranch dressing, maybe barbecue. I don't know. It's your pick. It looks delicious, though. I'm a little bit jealous. Congratulations on your victory. Whatever you do, you are legally obligated to remove it from the premises. Congratulations. All right. Jim said, I wouldn't mind a dump, feeling sleepy. John said, nah, I'm like the retired celebrity boxer who shows up at the start of the fight when the guys shake hands and then they start beating the F out of each other. Jim said, why does he get normal food, JJ? I don't pick who wins. Genix goes, homemade, eh? Is that an A or is that eh? What if I said, does he get dip too? No, that is not in our budget, Waterfly. It's been a while since we've had any donations. Bitcoin 114, 240 and 13 cents. Looking good. That does look delicious, though, I will say. It looks absolutely delicious. Bitcoin dominance, 6219C. That's what sucks is alts did this. They did the opposite of that. Alts did this, and they're starting to curl over with Bitcoin dominance curling over. That's my concern right here. I don't want alts to curl over and die. That sucks. But it looks like that might be what's happening. Let's see. There really isn't anything similar like that. I guess there's this, where it did this, and then it just kind of continued. There was this. See, is it doing that? That sucks. I guess that eventually failed as well, so I can try to cherry pick data, but what's here is here. So far, 62.5 seems to be holding strong as resistance. 98% retest on Dom. 98. Are you crazy? 98. Get out of here. I like 64. I like 64. But that's me trying to cover my ass if it goes up that high. I would love for it to just go down. I actually really like it just going straight down. But we'll see. We'll see. Bitcoin still chilling. Probably looking for some downside here. Alts we went through. Let's go through silver. Silver 36.94. MicroStrategy still a little bit dumpy. I don't think it's trading yet though. DXY going down. Nasdaq SP look like doo-doo. See if we get a recovery here out of those bad boys. Bitcoin dominance, like I said. We got resistance at 62.5. Let's see if it holds. Fahid said when Bitcoin dominance 60. We touched it. Or we did touch it. We got 65. 60.5 was our retest confirmation. So hopefully we break that on the next leg down. All right, guys, we got some news articles. Not a lot of news articles today, but before we do that, let's check the weekly on the Bitcoin time frame. Technically was bearish engulfing, yes, but we've done this before. Look at this, almost identical. It's not really, but we can pretend. Let me pull a fractal, just for funsies. Kind of like that. Let's do that one. Is it that one? Let's pull it to the side a little bit more, I guess. Yeah. I don't mind that. So maybe we get green, red, green, and then blast off? Yes, no, maybe so. Jim said Supercycle is very likely in that scenario. Boring, though. But he'd said weak AF alts. Yeah, we have not entered alt season yet. I truly believe that. Let's still go check CoinMarketCap's all-season index. Yeah, did we ever get above 50? All-season index? No, we got to 43. We did not. Wait a minute, I'm confused. What are we at right now? We're at 40? Oh, we did. Okay, we got to 55. What was I looking at then? Oh, I was trying to measure this, my bad. So we got about 50 for a split second. We got to 55, and then we insta-dumped that. So we had 43, 52, 53, or I'm sorry, 43, 52, 55, 50, and then 43 again. So we had 3 days of alt season so far, according to the Altcoin season index chart. I'm pretty sure for actual alt season, it has to be like maintained alt season, and then it probably eventually goes up to 100. I would assume. Our yearly high, December 3rd, 2024, was 87. And I will tell you this. During December, the first quarter of the year, December, January, February, or the first half of the year, December, January, February, March, April, May, the traffic on the YouTube channel was significantly higher than it is now. I don't know if that has... I'm assuming that has to do with the season. People are out and about doing stuff during the summer. And that directly correlates with cryptocurrency as well. Because we look at this seasonal chart. Summers are never fun. This is summer. June, July, August, September. Look at how boring that is. That is historically boring as hell. And then September, October, November, December, you start to ramp up. December, January, February, it gets a little crazy. March, April, May, cools off a little bit, and then you get boring again. So the last quarter of the year, last half of the year, combined with the first half of the following year, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. It's just definitely like in between the crossover of the last half of the year and the first quarter of the year. Otherwise, every year would be incredibly bullish. Just the summertime. Summertime sucks. I guess that's my bottom line. Summertime sucks for everything, including crypto and stocks. Even Jim Cramer acknowledged it, which makes me think that we might actually moon. But evidently, things aren't always up to him. Fear and Greed is at 48. Nothing crazy. Fear and Greed has always been a nothing burger to me. Let's go through some news articles. We got 10 years ago today, Bitcoin was $280, which is crazy to think about. $125 million liquidated from the cryptocurrency market in the past 60 minutes. That was yesterday. Bitcoin perfectly bounced from the previous support range, white arrow. Now it's back in the blue channel. The bottom is likely in if the daily closes back inside the channel. Let's see. Back inside 114, 112. Yeah, we closed back inside the channel. We definitely closed back inside the channel. That's exciting. See if the bottom's in. I'm sure it's also entirely possible this guy's incredibly wrong. But we'll see. Jim said, well, yes, liquidity per money velocity has been entirely laser focused on stocks. Michael Saylor posted, winter's not coming back. I don't know if he's aware, but I am the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. I'm just saying. Sailor Winter's not coming back. No orange dot posts today. Interesting. Cointelegraph, huge. Sharplink Gaming acquired another $53.48 million worth of Ethereum. Crazy. Bitcoin historically, August and September have been red months for Bitcoin. That is entirely true. But according to Ben Cowan, July and August on post-halving have been green. We got 2013, 2017, 2021, even 2020 and 2021. July and August. Green. But for the most part, it is red. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It'll be interesting. Jim said Sailor meant to say winter for Bitcoin is never coming. For everyone else, good luck. Winter's usually good for Bitcoin, so that would be a bad thing to say. Maybe crypto winter, but the actual season, the price definitely goes up. Literally what I just got done saying, which is really funny to think about. I don't think that that's what he meant. I'm sure he was talking about crypto winter, but that is funny. Cointelegraph, there are less than 1.1 million Bitcoin left to mine. Only 450 new Bitcoins get mined daily. And there are 8 billion people. That's crazy. Bitcoin completely filled the fair value gap, yellow box, and retested daily EMA 50. If we go deeper, don't believe we do, then the red box would be my strong buy area. Setup is bullish. Open interest flushed. Leverage plebs liquidated. Higher. Love it. So his red box is like probably 108 to 112, let's call it. But we do seem like we retraced and bounced beautifully. Ash Crypto, altcoin Golden Cross finally happened. It's time to send alts to new highs. Everyone's been talking about this altcoin Golden Cross for forever. I thought it happened a while ago, but people are talking about it again. I don't know, they're running out of things to bull post. But we're going to mention it here. So let's see what happens. What I like is you get this Golden Cross and you dump into it. Dumped into the Golden Cross back here. And we dumped into the Golden Cross back here. So can we get a bounce? Next, we got altcoins still lag severely behind Bitcoin generally. Yes, I concur. Then we got Galaxy. Look at the higher highs and higher lows. Look at the RSI. Look at the compression. Altcoins never look better. Love it. Absolutely love it. Let's send it, guys. Just send it. It's time. Tech dev posting. It's all right there for you. We get a cross. Everywhere it crosses, number go up eventually. So I am here for it. Downtrend seems to be over. Not financial advice. Altcoins ready. Or I'm sorry, Bitcoin is ready for a huge bull run. 30,000, 50,000, 10,000, 2,000. Are we going to go 1,000? Oh, it's still in it. I think it's going to touch RSI. What do you mean RSI 1000? They think that RSI is going to touch 80? We're at 60 right now. Jim said haven't had a Santa rally in a few years. I think you're incorrect, Mr. Jim. I think you are very incorrect. Unless I'm crazy, I vividly recall Santa rallies every year. Kind of blows my mind how frequently they occur. Where's December? November, December. I mean, I guess jury's out. December's right here. Technically, that was a Santa rally. And then it dumped right before Christmas. So, pick your poison. And then what's before then? Before then, December. Yeah. Number go up December as well. From December 1st, right here, to the end of December. That number went up, technically. Technically, we had it right there. It just chopped sideways, but number did go up from the 1st. It's also a Santa rally, in my opinion. What else do we got? December. This one did not. 2022 was the bear market. The entirety of 2022. Where is it? Actually, a good chunk of 2023 also, but it did technically start going up from here. Gosh, December 2022. That was the time to buy, man. This is when I called my mom. This is when I called my mom and I told her to buy Bitcoin. Woo! That's so crazy to think about. Wow. So yeah, you had that. This was not a Santa rally. Obviously, this is just a bear market. That's so crazy to even visualize on the chart. Look at these little chunks of, that's kind of cool to see. Little chunks of liquidity like mimicking each other. Interesting stuff. The scaffolding was set and the Bitcoin, oops, went up. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. Okay, congratulations, Janix, once again on your victory, my friend. Am I still? Yeah, don't autofit. Okay. Bitcoin 114, 152, 22. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for joining me. Happy Sunday. Huge bull run for Bitcoin. Oh. Bitcoin just did a textbook retest here. Massive reversal incoming. So this guy's is a little bit different from the Colin Talks crypto guy. He has like an accumulation range. A downtrend bull flag scenario. And we got a retest of the lower trend line, allegedly, which does not have a lot of confluence here. And he's also using wicks on some of them. So I think I like the Colin Talks crypto guys better. But let's see if we can get some blast into the upside. And then last but not least, the crypto face thing that I keep going over. Alts pumping on the weekend and then dumping into Monday. Pump weekend, dump into Monday. Pump weekend, dump into Monday. Pump weekend, dump into Monday. Let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens. Quick portfolio update. Our 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is still down $132. Not doing too hot. Currently being held up by Render, Sol, ADA, Ondo, and Proppy. Being dragged down by Fetch, Doge, Near, Shib, and Aptos. Everything in this portfolio is now in the red. Next, we got our Memecoin portfolio. Only down $65. Doing pretty good, actually. Giga at the very bottom, followed by SNEK, down $55. Doge down $31. Pepe's in profit, $20. And Whiff is in profit, $70. Pepe and Whiff have been outperforming this entire portfolio, carrying it. Next, we got the narrative portfolio doing really well. Holding up beautifully, up 64.77. We only have one asset in the red on this one. Dude, the narrative portfolio kills it every single time. This portfolio is made up of one meme coin, one artificial intelligence coin, one decentralized physical infrastructure coin, one gaming coin, and one real world asset coin. And is absolutely killing it. Currently, Pepe's in profit $50, Tao's in profit 21, Fetch is in profit $8, Mana's in profit 69 cents. Nice. And VeChain is down $15 and 40-some cents. 30-some cents. I don't know. VeChain is the only project here in the red. Everything else looks beautiful. Then, guys, we have our perfect entry portfolio, which we will not be adding to because I'm suspecting potential downside. Regardless, we did add around the Pico bottom here already, so I'm not gonna double dip. We're gonna wait. We are 60% of the way to completion. We want a portfolio of 10 different coins, $100 each. So far, we are in profit. No, we're not. We are down $9. We got 3 assets in the red, 3 assets in the green. SWE is up $11.69. Nice. Chainlink is up $8. Ondo's up $3. ETH is down $10. Sol is down $11. And Render's down $13. But overall, it's holding up pretty well. Very, very blue chip oriented. I think I'm going to specify that because we got 60%. I feel like 60% is fair for blue chips. So maybe the next vote we should specify top, like anything outside of maybe the top 25. I like that, yeah. Outside of the top 25 for sure. We do have Ondo. Ondo's outside of the top 25. Ondo seems very blue chip to me. Render probably is as well. Where's Render? Did we pass it already? Yeah, no, Render's in 50. Okay, so what do we have then? 40% of it is blue chip. Okay, I like that. Yeah, maybe we'll set some parameters. We'll see. Is this tokenized Tesla? That can't be. That's just some random meme coin. That's stupid. Whoa, Digibyte still exists? Holy cow. Dude, they used to dominate the meme space. Like every single crypto meme on Tenor has Digibyte stamped on it. That's kind of crazy. That right there is brilliant marketing. I don't know what they did, but whew, they definitely set the space up to remember who they are. The question is, can they recapture their previous all-time high of around 14 cents, I think it said? Yeah, right there. 14 cents on May 6th, 2021. I don't know. Alts seem to be wanting to go up, which is very interesting. Is it going to maintain, though? I find it hard to believe with Bitcoin getting a little struggle bussy that alts are just going to start pushing. They kind of look like they're going to start pushing, though. Weird. Weird, guys. Very weird. What do we got? 114, 163.50. Let's go take a look at total 3. Total 3 looks like it wants to push. I'm okay with that. Get some green in our lives. Feeling a little Irish. I guess my only issue is this whole business with China and Taiwan. I hope that doesn't mess up our bags, because we seem set up for some fun. What if I said, don't get old folks so much gas? I feel it, man. Dude, I remember, this is one of my favorite stories to tell. Because it's so stupid. I remember when I first started dating my my fiance. I used to go pick her up. We'd drive around, hang out all day with our friends and shit. And my buddy River was dating her best friend, Miranda. And River and me basically like lived with each other. And Miranda and my fiance basically lived with each other. So we would just hang out all day, every day. And we're hanging out. And then we would drop the girls off at the end of the day. We'd try to fly home, because I had to be home by 11 or whatever. It was like a 10-15 minute drive. I would make that drive in like 5 minutes, because we would push it till like the last second, because we were idiots. We were dumb teenagers in love, you know. And every time, as soon as I drop my fiance off and get back in the car, and poor River sitting in the passenger seat, as soon as I start driving, I'm just ripping ass, dude. Like, as soon as I sit down, I'm like, brr. He's like, whoa. I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. I've been holding it all day. And the whole car ride home, I was just farting it up. Like, just hotboxing the whole car. It was out of control. It was a good time, though. Good time. It was one of those situations where I couldn't fart, obviously, because we just started dating, but I needed to fart. My body was like getting full of farts. It was out of control. Very scary. You ever feel like you're gonna die because you can't pass a fart? It's just scary stuff, guys. Scary stuff. Total 3, 965.22. Midpoint is gonna be probably 970. I would like to break that. Why are alts pushing is the question. Stellar's up 1.23. Altcoins up 1.78. Good call. Butterfly. What else? I wonder what's going on. There's got to be something that's causing it. Bitcoin did turn green out of nowhere. Interesting. I want to look up this M2 money supply. M2 versus Bitcoin. M2, yep. Bitcoin counterflow. Oh my gosh. How? I'm so confused about this data. So the M2 is still going up. Let's go. What's the offset here? For Bitcoin, year-over-year rate, M2 money Bitcoin price. Is there no offset? I'm confused. I don't think that there's an offset, unless this is the... No, that's not the current Bitcoin price. What am I looking at here? Bitbo charts. Saeed Quadri said, "Hi, sir. Do you have any plans of giveaway?" Not any giveaways. No, we do a Bitcoin daily close contest every single day, though, and you could win up to $100. So if you want to subscribe and come to that, it's at 7:50 p.m. EST every single day. This is not the right chart either. Why am I struggling to find this chart? Let me just look it up on Twitter. M2 ETC. This was posted August 2nd. Okay, yeah, I think M2 is still pushing down. It got a little bounce though. We'll see if we hit a new all-time high. So this guy's pointing out every time we get this kind of FUD, we bounce hard after. Just look at M2 and Bitcoin correlation chart. One conclusion, we follow liquidity and it's still growing. All of this is FUD and global manipulation. Tariffs, we got World War III, tariffs. World War III tariffs and recession. I mean, we got to recouple. Follow the liquidity, not the noise. I like it. I like it. So we're looking minimum 135. Maximum right now, probably 150. but M2 did seem to bounce right here. So let's see if it continues to the upside. It's going to be interesting to watch. Ooh, what do we got here? It's September. The Fed had no choice but to cut rates and start stimulating again. In September, the Fed has no choice. Inflation has dropped. Labor market is collapsing. Powell seems like he's holding off rate cuts on purpose. But closer to that time, we'll begin to move to new all-time highs. Euro area interest rate, China interest rate, United States interest rate. Interesting. Should we just buy houses in Europe or China? At this point, my outlook is based on growing macro pressure. No economy right now is creating credit fast enough to sustain GDP growth. I'm targeting 110,000 Bitcoin, and so this was 9 hours ago, 3,200 for ETH. That's where I've set my buy limits. Okay, I like that. I like that. We got to follow this guy. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. As a result, an unpleasant combo. Rates stay high, more signs of cooling economy. All of this led to the weakened institutional demand. By the end of the week, the market recorded its first day of ETF outflows on this backdrop. Ooh, I'm reading this whole entire thing backwards. This is a big thread. Trump secretly dumping crypto. Ooh, liquidated Bitcoin. Analyzed leaked reports was shocked. Okay, so this is just clickbait. I sent 2,000 sold to each of the most... Okay, my bad. This is clickbait. Now I feel like an idiot. I like what he's saying, though. Macro data story about the labor market is actually bad for the U.S. The bet on a Fed pivot didn't play out, and nearly 10x NFP revision for May-June raises questions about how reliable macro data even is. Clearly, it's wrong. The jobs data has been revised like 3 or 4 times. All of the recent jobs data that we've gotten has been incorrect and revised to be bad later on, which is kind of crazy. Let's see. Waterfly said giveaway? This isn't whatnot. All right. Probably going to call it. Ladies and gents, I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Hopefully Bitcoin just starts to rip and I got to hop back on very soon. But we'll see what happens. Congratulations, Janix, once again on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it an evening. Happy Sunday. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. As always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I'll hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Happy Sunday and good night.